This is Live at Lunch. It's another wonderful time to watch KRFC RadioVision on YouTube. If you haven't been there yet, check it out. We have live music and conversation for an hour, coming straight at you from the Ginger and Baker studio in the heart of the Music District in lovely Old Town Fort Collins. We are streaming on krfcfm.org. Check it out. There's also a great archive there. We're on YouTube, like I said, RadioVision Live at Lunch. Subscribe, click the like button, smash it. And then we're also a podcast now, so wherever you get your podcast, make sure you look up KRFC Live at Lunch. Get on that podcast to get it delivered to your device every week. Today, we got some riff-heavy rock and roll from Denver, Colorado. I'm super excited to have in the Ginger and Baker studio today, Shady Oaks. Take it away.
Down. She's a little too loud. They're almost found out. Going down there, going down there. Kill me, baby, softly. Make me feel something. When I lose everything, falling down, I'm falling down, yeah. Tell a little white lie. Make me feel alright. Truth is in my eyes. Going down there. We're going down, yeah! Outside, they won't see my side. Maybe I'm not right. Coming down, I'm coming down, yeah. Dreams are getting heavy. Just let me be free. Maybe just forget me. I'm so down, yeah, so down. my shame. Since that hell is calling my name. 2, maybe 3 drinks are on my way. 2, maybe 3 drinks are on my way. 2, maybe 3 drinks to be on my way. 2, maybe 3 drinks are on my way. And since that hell is calling my name, yeah. Show me how to live. Just tell me how to live. Show me how to live. Maybe I'll think twice before I calm down. Show me how to live. Just tell me how to live. Just show me how to live. Maybe I'll think twice before I calm down. 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 Before I calm down. Before I calm down.
Shady Oaks on Live at Lunch here today. You're rocking the Ginger and Baker studio. It sounds fantastic. How you feel?
Feeling good, man.
Feeling good, everybody?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Feeling great.
To start off our little quick conversation here, I'm going to go around the room, talk to everybody, and go clockwise. So first I'm going to start with Sarah Hubbard playing the electric violin.
Hi.
The electric fiddle.
That's me. 5-string electric violin, electric fiddle.
Heck yeah. Sounds awesome.
Thank you.
Just tearing it up,
Thank
running
you so
through
much.
some pedals and everything.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. So are you classically trained? When did you pick up a fiddle?
I did do a lot of classical training. My background was really actually more in like Celtic fiddle.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I sort of just I got the whole gamut of genres. I got a violin in my hands and I was just like, what can we do with this?
Yeah.
So like classical is obviously one big piece of that, but I was really lucky. I grew up with like kind of a big background in folk music as well, so that
that's cool.
That introduced me to a whole other world.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
So how old were you when you first started then?
About 8. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, seems like a lot of violin players start really early. And that's why they crush it. Were you a good practicer?
I was.
Yeah, that's helpful too.
Yeah, my dad was always after me to practice, and I'm glad he was.
Yes.
I came out the way I was because of him.
Excellent,
So, yeah.
awesome. So a lot of folk music and stuff when you first started.
Totally.
Do you remember some of the first songs like that you learned that you wanted to play like really bad?
Ooh, for me, I mean, it was a lot of like following. Specific like fiddlers in the scene who were like doing something a little different at the time.
Yeah.
This is kind of dating myself, but like Vassar Clements, who's really a bluegrass guy, like a newgrass guy, and almost like in some ways, you know, that like Jean-Luc Ponty too, like kind of the jazz world. Like I was listening to a lot of violinists and fiddlers who were just doing something, improvising, doing something different.
Cool.
I mean, there were definitely songs in that realm. I think like the first time I like really clicked onto something like, oh, there's like a real world I can start incorporating the violin into like a sphere like this. I was like listening to Chicago, and I had like done like 25 or 624 on like doing transcribing all the horn lines onto the violin.
Sweet.
So I was like, oh, maybe there's a world for
There's
this.
something you can do. Yeah. Well, that's sweet.
Thanks.
It's an amazing instrument, and it really adds a lot to a rock band. So
Thank
I used to have a fiddle player and violin player in my rock band. So it adds a lot, and I think it's an overlooked rock and roll instrument for sure.
Yes,
so.
for sure. We got strings like the rest of them.
Exactly.
You know, so, yeah.
Awesome. Well, welcome, Sarah. So
Thank
nice to meet you. Let's see. Let's go back to the drums. We have Jonah Samp on the drums.
Howdy, how we doing?
All right. How you doing?
I'm great.
You
I'm
look
feeling
like you're
great.
having fun back there.
Oh yeah, having a blast.
You got maybe the biggest, smallest drum set I've ever seen in this room.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a small drum set, but everything's really big.
We've yet to see a set where it won't fit. So
Yeah.
we're getting closer and closer sometimes, but still works.
It's awesome. And was drums your first instrument?
It was, yeah.
Awesome.
I started around like 8 years old, similar to you,
Okay.
8 to 10. My dad was a worship leader back in the day, so kind of just like hopped on drums as like a 10-year-old one
Yeah.
day. No practice or anything. It just kind of worked out.
Started
Just kind of
looking
cool.
back. Or never looking back. Did he play the drums as well? Did you have one sitting around the house, or did you just hop on it on the...
He played guitar.
Okay.
Yeah, he was in like an 80s hair band back in the day.
Nice.
Armed Vision, shout out Armed Vision. If I can do that, back in Rockford, Illinois.
Heck yeah.
So,
That's awesome.
yeah, he kinda
And
raised us on
Rockford,
music and-
Illinois, Armed Vision
Yeah.
in Rockford, Illinois.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't get much better than that. That's sweet. So what were some of your first favorite bands that really got you loving drums? Or drummers?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of just grew up with everything, you know, with my dad being an 80s hair band.
Yeah.
Heard them all, the Led Zeppelins of the world.
Okay.
Now I'm into more like indie stuff, indie rock, more
Yeah.
modern, Kings of Leon, Black Keys, that sort of
Okay.
stuff. So just kind
Sweet.
of a whole gambit. I think I listen to everything except for screamo music, but
Okay.
no hate.
No hate on the screamo. What if Ty all of a sudden was like, we're a screamo band now?
I'd probably leave.
I thought you were going to go with, I'd do it for you, Ty.
I would do it. Yeah, I do it for Ty. I'd do anything for Ty.
You might, Jonah. Watch out. He likes to yell.
That's awesome. And so, yeah, well, thanks for coming in and hanging out with us today.
Thanks for having us.
It's a-
Seriously, we're
It's a big
super
drum
excited to be
sound. I
here.
was sitting in my office earlier while you were sound checking, and I was like, that kick drum, man, it's moving the whole building.
You're like, you're not getting any work done today.
That's all right. That's all right. This is work too, and I love it. So on bass we have Hunter Bates back there. How you doing, Hunter?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. And what was I going to ask? Oh yeah, was bass your first instrument?
It was not, but basically, I feel like guitar was, but
Okay. When did you move over? When did you make the switch?
like right after I started, because everyone needed a bass player.
Everybody needed a bass
There
player.
are too many guitarists in the
Seems
world.
to be the way it is. Very frequently, people kind of get pushed into the bass, but now you probably love it, right?
Something like that.
Something like that.
Depends on the day.
Depends on the day. If it's doing what you want
Depends
it to
on
do.
the stairs that the venue has, really.
Yeah. Yeah, because you got a pretty big rig over there.
This is his. I
I
was
know.
not bringing mine.
Yeah, is yours bigger?
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. So you're asking for an elevator in the
Yeah.
rider. Yeah. If you can get
Yeah.
it. Awesome.
Need an elevator or a stair lift
Yeah, so-
required.
So what age did you start playing guitar and then move into bass?
Probably like 10 or 11.
Okay.
It's
So
like
that
just
was really
before
quick
like
then,
middle school.
Pretty young still. I feel like a lot of times the switch happens and give it a kick. The switch happens in like college. All of a sudden, people are like, "Oh, they need a bass player, so I'll do it." But you got in there early.
Yeah.
Was there any bass players you like really looked at and studied to move your
Probably
bass playing
just
forward?
like Geezer Butler from Black Sabbath.
Okay.
But
Nice.
like, I don't know. I'm not really like a slap person, so
Yeah.
like most people's like go-to
That-
bass people
None
are
of the
like
Red Hot Chili
stuff
Peppers
that
or
I'm never gonna
Seinfeld theme.
need to do.
Seinfeld
Yeah,
theme,
it's
yeah.
like I'm never gonna play the Seinfeld theme or be in a Red Hot Chili Peppers cover band. So
I will not play the Seinfeld theme. Awesome. And is there anybody else you like listen to now that you really love? It's really
kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
I'm like nobody really like comes to mind at the moment.
okay. Cool. Well, welcome. You sound great back there. Keep it up. All right. Over on guitar, we have Isaac Vance and some background vocals.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. And what about you? That's a nice Les Paul, by the way. I like that.
Oh, thanks. We were just talking before the show about how he doesn't like this Les Paul. That's why he's doing
What?
that.
That's why he's making those noises. I
No,
love
no,
it.
he likes
It's got
it
a
now.
rose
We were
on
just talking before the show about how this thing's kind of a Frankenstein now.
Yeah.
So
Did you Frankenstein it, or do you have a Frankensteiner? Do you have an actual Dr. Frankenstein?
A little bit of both. Mostly I have Frankenstein this.
Yeah.
I've got a really good guy up north who repaired the neck when I snapped it.
Oh, yes, yeah.
And he put the lockers on it for me, but I put the bridge on backwards all by myself, like however many years ago, like 15 or 20 years ago, and that's part of my sound.
Never
now.
went back.
And yeah, I soldered a new pickup into it, so that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like right before a show. And I was like, oh man,
I got to make my guitar real quick, guys.
I really need this. I really need this to hold. But,
That's awesome. When did you start playing?
I think I started playing guitar in like middle school.
Okay.
I actually started on the piano first.
Moved over.
I've been playing piano like my whole life, and
Okay. So you have a little bit of the theory then
yeah, a little
from
bit.
piano, and then were able to move that into guitar maybe?
Yeah, something
A
like
little
that. I always wanted to play the drums, and my parents made me learn piano first.
Okay.
And now it's the instrument that I play the least, so
Yeah.
the drums. So
Yeah.
that's the way it goes.
Did you have a drum set in your house still, or?
I bought like a cheap one for like $50.
Yeah.
And just my parents probably hated that.
Yeah.
But now we have one. We've got like a studio at my house,
Yeah.
so we've got a drum set there.
All
And I
the time.
noodle around on it every now and then.
Yeah.
But,
That's fun.
yeah.
And so who were you listening to when you started playing, when you made that transition from piano to guitar? Was there
all the big classic rock bands.
Yeah.
I think when I first got an iPod, my first band I listened to was Nirvana, actually.
Nice.
And then got really into Pink Floyd, kind of progressive rock.
Okay.
Went through a big AC/DC phase, and I don't know. These days, I have a much more diverse taste in music.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot like poppier stuff, honestly, like kind of pop house blend. I really like
Okay.
Chet Faker and
Yeah, yeah.
FKJ and Jordan Rakai, like
Yeah.
real jazzy. So
Nice. Super cool.
yeah.
Well, welcome. I love that guitar. I love the rose on the...
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks to I forget who made it in Spain off of Etsy. Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's super cool. Well, welcome. And then lead singer, guitar, Ty Gallaway right in the center there. Getting ready to make a Screamo appearance.
Yeah. Let's do it.
We're just going to do it. All the songs are Screamo now.
Yeah.
And what about you? When did you start playing guitar?
I think I was roughly 8.
Okay.
Picked up the acoustic guitar, hated it.
Hated the guitar or hated practicing?
Hated both.
Okay.
No, I liked guitar. I just didn't like the acoustic guitar
Yeah,
very much. So
wanted to move over.
When I turned 9, my mom used to throw me like kid birthday parties, and I was like, I don't want a birthday party. I just want an electric guitar.
Yeah,
So,
just want a guitar.
Held friends back, and we just went to a little store and got a Stratocaster. So
Nice.
and then it's all downhill from there.
Super cool. And who are you listening to that made you want to play electric guitar?
Honestly, probably like Skinner. That was
Cool.
like my first
Nice.
big band that I listened to with my dad. I'm from Texas, so I listened to a lot of Southern rock and country and classic rock. So AC/DC was another big thing that got me in the blues.
Okay.
Led Zeppelin as I matured, and then
Yeah.
went into the grunge '90s world, and then now listen to kind of like the modern blues guys like Shaky Graves, Jack White, Dan
Nice,
Auerbach,
yeah.
Shouting Matches, anything
Super
that
cool.
has that nasty slide guitar
Yeah.
stuff. So.
Sweet. And what about the songwriting side of things? Do you write the lyrics and everything?
Yeah, pretty much, I would say 90% of everything. Jonah has written a few of the
Okay.
songs lyrically.
Okay. And when did that start coming into your frame?
You know, that I didn't really write a whole lot until probably closer to when I was finishing college.
Okay.
I was playing a little band in Boulder, and
Nice. Which band was that?
it was, at that point, it was called the Rock and Roll Boys. We
Okay.
Just like,
Just
I
rock and
was
roll?
playing drums for my buddy that was doing his original music, and
Okay.
he had me go up there and start playing more of my own stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I had to write a couple songs for that, and then, yeah.
Just kept moving.
Kept going.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. Shady Oaks here on Live at Lunch, rocking out. What were the name of the first two songs you played?
The
there?
first song was called Down,
Down,
and the second song was Out of Town.
Out of Town. Sweet. Well, what do you got next for us?
Now we got these two songs that we actually just got a sync deal with on both of them.
Sweet.
So we're got placed on the show Resident Alien,
Okay.
and yeah, Best Thing is one of the songs that's on there. You can kind of hear it in the background. I think it's like the 3rd episode of this recent season, the last season, and then Drinking You Away is on a scene in one of those
Okay.
episodes as well.
Cool. Sweet. Well, congratulations
Yeah,
on
thank
that. Let's hear them.
It was a pretty neat opportunity. So
Heck yeah.
take
That's sweet.
Take what we can get, baby.
Yeah, take it all, man.
Yep.
All right.
Cool. Are you ready, gentlemen? Ladies?
Bring me peace of mind, who's to die. Always there for me when I get home on save my soul from greed, you got it all now. Best thing about me might be you, baby. This life's hard as it is, but you pull me through to the very end. Why don't you ask for more, cause you know I can't. Just don't leave me for long, baby, don't leave me. Hold my mind, those eyes you get me every time. They're so true. Little black dress, thank the Lord I ain't blind. Screaming hallelujah all night long, you make me. Best thing about me might be you, girl. This life's hard as it is, but you pull me through to the very end. Why don't you ask for more, cause you know I can't. Just don't leave me for long, baby, don't leave me. This life's hard as it is, but you pull me through to the very end. Why don't you ask for more, cause you know I can't. Just don't leave me for long, baby, don't leave me. Your heart breaks me back from the day I won't say how lucky man I won't live, I don't wanna die. You saved my soul, you saved my life. Ooh, up, ooh, up. 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 Yeah.
What was that one called again?
That song's called Best Thing.
Best Thing.
Yeah, these two songs are funny. One is about new love, and the next song we're gonna play is about bad old love.
Bad old love.
So,
And what's this one called again?
this next song is called Drinking You Away.
Drinking You Away.
Yep.
What's the time right now? I'm drinking my way just to stay out. Lately I've been feeling way down. Please don't save me when bar, don't take me home. Please just leave me alone. I still know that it's better this way. Yeah, I'm drinking you away. I'm drinking you away. And I know you are never coming back again. Drinking you away. I'm drinking you away.
That's Drinking You Away. We have Shady Oaks on Live at Lunch today. Rock and rollin', sweet. So you all just got off some touring. Haven't
We did,
been in the
yeah.
studio as much. That doesn't mean we won't talk about all the studio stuff you've done. But you just went out on a tour. It culminated in a live EP called Boys Weekend that came out not too long ago.
Yep.
How was the tour? Where'd you go? What'd you do?
Tour was good. Started Minnesota and Nebraska. I actually had to miss those two because I got COVID like the
Oh,
day
no.
I was supposed to wake up and leave. So I flew out to Chicago and met them there, and then we played Rockford at his hometown. That was a great time. And then
Arm Vision.
Arm Vision.
and then,
Rockford's darlings.
Only callback I'll do.
Yeah, I went to Rockford. hit the casino that they just built.
Oh,
out
the
there.
Hard Rock is really nice.
Big gambling band.
Yeah.
Picked up a great blackjack habit there.
Then we gambled our way down to Chicago, and then
Our way down to Chicago.
played there on like a Wednesday. That was a fun time.
Yeah.
Beat Kitchen, and then from there we gambled our way up to Milwaukee.
More like
all the way to
gambling,
the East
man.
Coast. So, yeah, because we went to Pennsylvania
Gambling,
after
rambling.
that. Was that right? Pittsburgh.
Yeah. After Milwaukee, we played in Pittsburgh,
Pittsburgh.
in Millville. We
Yeah.
saw Tortoise in Millville.
There's
I'm
a
from
nice
Pittsburgh, so
tortoise in this guy's backyard at the bar that we were at, and we were like, "What's that?" And the guys were like, "Oh, it's my tortoise."
Tortoise.
Smoking a
Why
cigarette.
not?
Like, yeah. Why not, dude? Why?
shout out to
Tortoise
the
was smoking a
Yinzers.
cigarette.
Shout out to the Yinzers in Millville.
So yeah, we did that. Went to DC and then drove all the way home.
Sweet.
Gambled our way home. So
Awesome. I was going to say, I was going to ask, what are some things you like to do when you're on the road?
this is a new.
Some
this is a
people
newfound
say,
thing.
some people are like, I like to go thrift store shopping, or I like to hit up record stores.
People really try to
but-
save money on tour, and I think that's wrong because you might as well try to make money when you're on tour.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like to watch Ty gamble, basically.
Yeah.
gambling's the only way to turn a profit on tour these days.
Yeah. You could go home with $400 a person,
Yeah.
or
Or no
10,000,
or 10,000
Or zero.
or negative 0.
Negative 10,000.
or we got to go back on tour.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
I got to pay the credit card bill.
I think we're up right now.
Too
though.
real, too
Yeah.
real.
Is there like a full band gambling pot that you pull money from?
Not yet.
It's just
No.
yeah.
Well, anything else you like to do while you're on tour? Any place you like to try to stop and see when you're in different towns? Or?
Try to avoid the taquitos at every gas station, the best that we
Avoid
can. So
taquitos. Okay.
Yeah, we woke up in Chicago and we went and did a church tour and walked all the historic churches and stuff.
Oh, cool.
Saw the architecture and then kind of just wanted to see the city. So, I mean, really, we just kind of wake up and see what we want to do if we have
See
free
what you
time.
wanna
and
do, yeah.
Just try to see the sights while we're there. And
Cool.
Yeah, we went sailing one day.
yeah,
That
we
was
went
sweet.
sailing at we
So-
stayed at his lake house for a couple days. so,
Nice.
we got tattooed one time
yeah, we did that.
Oh, yeah, we
as a
got
stop.
tattoos.
That was our Kansas City show.
Kansas City tattoo.
We did a tour earlier in the year too, and
Yeah,
went to like
yeah.
Kansas City and all that. And
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was
Cool.
fun.
And so you turned. You didn't want to walk away from the tour completely empty-handed. So you turned your some of your songs, some of your sets, some of your music into a live EP.
Mm-hmm.
And so was that the plan when you let it
So we
went
actually
out on tour, or did it come up after?
We kind of we recorded that before our last tour, I think.
Okay.
In March, and that was one of those things where when you're recording an album, especially sometimes I feel like for our band especially, it's hard to capture the live sound.
Yeah.
And when everything becomes so processed and sounds like a modern album, it's great for pitching and the PR stuff, but it's not what we kind of really wanted to sound
It's not
like.
your feel.
So we kind of went to brunch and had like 13 mimosas or something like that, and had all the mics set up at home, came back and then let it rip.
Nice.
Like how we would at a normal show, and then
Sweet.
it came out. I love it, and it's so
Awesome.
fun. So
Very nice.
Yep.
And so you just did that in your home in a home studio?
Yep.
And
We,
did you say Isaac's home studio?
Isaac home studio.
It's mine. It's ours.
It's ours.
Yeah. It's hard to tell who owns what down there anymore,
Yeah.
so it's hard to just split all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something we just kind of want to experiment with, is recording our music and trying to save money there. And
Yeah.
I have some experience working in studios and stuff, so
Nice.
just try to apply
Throw
that.
it all together.
Yep.
And it's called Boys Weekend. It's out streaming.
Yep.
Folks can hear it anytime. And Sarah, how do you feel about that? Boys Weekend.
One of the boys.
Can I pull back?
I was
the-
going to say, are you
the
just one of the
curtain on
boys? Is that
I actually, I am on the Boys Weekend EP, but I'm not on all of it because it was Boys Weekend.
It was a Boys Weekend.
So, yeah, and I wasn't.
like,
a no
isn't there
girls,
supposed to be somebody else here?
it wasn't a no girls. Oh, I'm one of the boys. It wasn't a no girls allowed situation. Although I don't think there were any girls there. But yeah, no, I mean, they're my boys. I think at the time, if I'm not mistaken, I think I was when Boys Weekend, the apocryphal Boys Weekend happened. I was like, I was out of
Your
town.
girls'
I was
weekending.
girls weekending. I remember.
We recorded on Friday with us for our singles.
That's
and
right.
We let all the
Yeah.
raunchy stuff out.
Exactly. So there was, and then there's a track that is a live track from a show we did in.
Oh yeah.
the
Velvet Elk
yeah,
show.
the Velvet Elk, yeah,
Oh, nice.
over in Boulder. So
yeah, great little venue. It's a cool room.
totally, and it was such a fun show. I remember that like really, very vividly. So it's, I mean, it's Boys Weekend.
Yeah.
And plus girl.
Yeah.
Plus girl.
Yeah.
And so were these newer songs that you hadn't recorded yet, or is there any new stuff on there that you hadn't released, or is it all
These were
just
kind
trying
of like our old stuff that we wanted to just get out a live version.
Yeah,
of,
get out a live version
and then,
version and
Was it
refresh
two
it a little
songs
bit.
or one?
We recorded
Vices.
Well, yeah, we recorded Vices that weekend too, which
Okay.
was kind of like our let's sit down and make this work. And,
Yeah, more of a
all
produced
produced
single.
there, and then that was on Friday, and then Saturday is kind of whenever
Okay.
the rest of the live stuff. So.
Cool. Yeah, and Vices just came out not too long ago, right?
Yeah.
It was pretty recently.
Let's go.
Celebrating
2 months
with a gambling tour of
Yeah.
Gambling
America.
tour. We just put out an
Yeah, we
album.
were gambling to promote it.
Yeah.
Some content.
This song's called Vices. We're gonna go gambling. and yeah, so you've got another tour coming up. Are you planning on another tour?
No, right now we're gonna go back in the studio. I
Going
think.
back in the studio?
Use some off time to kinda get back in there.
And we'll talk about a little bit in the next break, a little bit about other songs you've recorded and production and all that kind of stuff. And we'll dig into that. But you do have a show coming up I wanted to plug. Lafayette Music Fest in Lafayette, Colorado. October 4th. Do you know which venue you're playing at for that?
Yeah, we're playing at Doghouse's venue
Okay.
at the end.
Cool.
So
have
we're
you been
gonna-
there yet? I haven't been to that one.
I have, yeah. I actually helped build it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I worked there for probably like almost 2 years.
Super
and
cool.
Helped put in the flooring and hung all the lights, and I was they're like my second family. So
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's really nice to go back and play for
Sweet.
them. So.
Get on that stage again.
Yeah.
Super cool. So, and you're playing on October 4th for that because that's like a 2 or
Yeah.
3 day festival, isn't it?
It's just one day.
Oh, it's just
Yeah.
one day. I thought it was longer
Yeah,
than that.
they cram it all in one day. So it's
Sweet.
really
Yeah,
nice.
there's a lot of bands on
Everything's-
there.
Yeah, it's so walkable
Yeah.
too. So it's such a great town.
So yeah, more information about that can be found online. This is 2025, everybody. October 4th, 2025. Coming up right quick at you. Lafayette Music Fest. Ton of great bands, something to check out. I did want to give a shout out to our intrepid crew here at KRFC, our live at lunch folk. We have Colton Boening on the sound, Greg Douras on the sound. We have Eric Delano doing some videography, Dan Perez doing some videography, and then we have our amazing volunteer Reed Goodwin hanging out over there, moving the cameras around, making things happen, making everybody look super cool. So, so we want to say thank you to them. Thanks every week, putting out some new content. There he is. Look at that.
there
Hi,
he
Reed.
is.
All right. So, yeah, what song you got coming up next for us?
Yeah, so next song is actually the one that Jonah wrote the lyrics to.
Okay.
It was a riff that I came up with when I was like, I don't know, probably like 13 or something like that, and just kept playing it. And then I was playing it at practice one day, and then Jonah was like, oh.
Yeah.
And then he like kind of went home and then came back and he's like, what if you played it like this? And then the lyrics went like this, and then it was
Made it happen.
Just wrote the whole song, I think. And like,
yeah, it was like just
hour
me
and
and
a
him
half.
for like an hour and a half just
Nice.
sitting in Doghouse. So yeah.
Love when that happens.
It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. This is Shady Oaks here on Live at Lunch.
Cool.
pretend like we're alone. One shot of whiskey for the pain, 2 shots of morphine for the pain. Drunk from the notion this is real. Pick through the fixtures just to feel. These broken mirrors show my age. These broken mirrors show my rage. Yeah. I don't think you listen. I don't think you listen at all. I don't think you listen. How is this suddenly my fault? How is this suddenly my fault? I don't think you listen. How is this suddenly my fault? I don't think you listen. I don't think you listen. I don't think you listen. I don't think you listen at all. I don't think you listen. How is this suddenly my fault? How is this suddenly my fault? Yeah. I don't think you listen. I don't think you listen. I don't think you listen. I don't think you listen at all. How is this? 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 How is this suddenly my fault? I don't think you listen. I don't think you listen. I don't need not always sunny days a week. Yeah, I'm not even mad. Hate me, I'm so very sad. So many lies, too much time. Can't help myself, started to unwind. I'm not even mad. Hate me, I'm so very sad, so sad. So sad, so sad, so sad. Say goodbye to that time. The grass is greener on the other side. This is what you want, this is what you get, yeah. I'll be passing you by, you'll be left behind.
Yeah, Shady Oaks on Live at Lunch here on KRFC. What was the name of that one again?
That one's called Hate Me.
Hate Me? And what was the one before that?
Broken Mirrors.
Broken Mirrors, sweet. All right.
It's the closest thing we get to Screamo.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, you don't even know what's coming. All right. Well, let's talk a little bit more about your recordings. Over the past few years, let's see, 2022, you had a full album come out. Mm-hmm. And since then, you've had a bunch of singles and then a few EPs come out, but steady drip of music through all those years. So there was never like a gap, really, that I could see. And so how do you just kind of record songs as they're coming out? And you're like, hey, I wrote the song, let's record it and get it out? Or are you like, is there more strategery in there?
I think that's kind of how it's been going,
Okay.
at least for those last 2 years. Is
Yeah.
You know, it took us a while to get the album done.
Yeah, it's
as it
time
does.
consuming.
And then by that time, like, I was still writing, so we had like a back catalog of music, kind of in a different direction. Some of
Okay.
it more country, some of it's still like the classic
Yeah.
Shady sound. And then so, you know, as we were playing shows, we wanted to play new music after we played the album for a while. So as we learned a song and we got it kind of polished up and dialed in, then we'd go and record it.
Nice.
And that country EP, Best Thing, we did that at Mighty Fine Studios,
Okay, cool.
which is where we did the album.
Nice.
Because Lauren Dorland, she was in our band.
Yeah.
And then, whenever we kind of parted ways, she still was part of a good writing process on that
Okay.
this country song. So she came and sang and produced the whole thing.
Cool.
And then that's whenever we got Sarah involved, and
Cool.
so that was a good process. And then from there we started writing heavier stuff. So we went to my buddy Taylor Hahn. He's got a basement studio in
Okay.
Parker, and he works with like a lot of harder rock and metal bands. So we went in there and busted out a couple more songs with him, and then now we're doing it ourselves.
Sweet. Now you're doing it all yourselves. And so, has the process for Shady Oaks, for the songwriting process, changed over time, or is it always just whatever comes out, or do you sit down and write by yourselves and then bring it to the band, or does the band all hang out and like jam for a little bit and see what you come up with? How does that work?
I would say the process has been like pretty much the same since we started. I like to write and produce a lot in my home studio, and so it's really fun to get like the idea out without any pressure of like having to come up with lyrics and riffs on the spot. So I have like my own little time to get the whole structure and then bring it to the band, and then we kind of redo it a little bit, and then everybody gets their flavors and their their influences and tweak the lyrics at the end, and then that's kind of how we've been writing.
Cool. And are you writing from guitar licks first, or mostly from the licks and going from there?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So always a guitar lick and a little drum riff or something like that, and then
go from there. Do you feel like you need to get out of the studio to write lyrics? Do you need to go do something else and like listen to it? How do the lyrics come out? Casino, songs about blackjack, songs about roulette.
Yeah, exactly. No, rarely. If I don't finish a song that day, it's done. Like,
it's done. It's over.
It's over. I forget about it. Lost inspiration for that day. So I try to finish it all before I even leave the room to go.
Yeah.
So
nice. That's
Wonderful.
interesting.
Yeah,
I talked to a lot of songwriters, and I've never heard that specific.
I
mean, I guess you get it down and just like force it out. Like once you got that inspiration in you, do you try to write every day, or is it more of like a?
It comes in spurts. I mean, like I won't write for like 6 months or something like that.
Okay.
And then I'll finally have a spurt of
the
energy
vision
or some stories or something that I need to tell. So then go and get some writing done.
Sweet. And you said you write a lot from licks, but you've got some more countryer tunes that Americana-y kind of songs. Do those come from any different than the hard rock songs? Do you sit down with an acoustic guitar and play any at all?
You know, the like Best Thing, for instance, that was like in halftime when I wrote it. It was really slow. It was supposed to be kind of a soulful song. And then when we brought it, Joan was like, "Nah, we're gonna play as fast."
You're doing it all wrong.
Which helps a lot because I tend to write.
Listen, we can't play this in Rockford.
Yeah, exactly. So that came out, and then something like "Drinking Away." I think I heard a song that just kind of something that they're doing on the guitar is like just really simple and just like got the story across. I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna try to do something like that. So. Just whatever I'm listening to kind of tends to inspire me the most.
Sweet. So. Super fun. And so you mentioned you're in the planning stage of heading into the studio to do a full length again.
Yep.
How are you going to approach that this time? Is it still going to be like, are you trying to just get together for a weekend or a week and just try to nail it down? Or are you going to be going in like
I think
a couple
it's
times a week?
going in, do a session here or there. Try to take some good notes to keep as much the same as possible, especially for like drums and stuff like that. But just try to get it done in our time that we can without having to like kill ourselves to
and
get it done.
And you'll be at the home studio for this and self-producing, which we self-produced Vices, which we talked about earlier, came out a few weeks ago, and so you're just gonna keep moving along in that direction. Are there any bands that you're like listening to right now, or anything you're listening to right now that's kind of motivating the sound for this next album?
I would say, I've written like a lot of different styles on this next one. It's gonna be like just a glob of, got a little bit of like kind of like a Midwest emo country thing in there.
Nice,
and then
that's fun.
I got really to Pine Grove for a little bit.
Okay.
And then, I really like how Shaky Grave's production is really ghosty and airy, so I'm going to try to throw a lot of that influence in there into the more acoustic, softer songs, and then the harder stuff, try to keep it true to what we've been doing. So.
Straight up rock,
Yep.
But it'll be a nice mix of tunes for this upcoming full-length album. Nice. And any plans on when that'll be out, or still just...
It's like, I made the little project board with little check marks and like, drums done, all that stuff. I made that like this week. So I mean, it's kind of like
still up in the air.
It's I'm hoping to get it done, start as quickly as possible. Yeah. And then just try to see how much.
Are you going to try to release any singles while you're
I think
Alpha,
we have like 2 that I think we're going to try to do.
Okay.
Like a single and music video or something like
that.
Sweet.
So folks have some stuff to look forward to, even if the full length is going to take a little bit more time.
Correct.
Awesome. And what's the best place for people to find out information about Shady Oaks?
I think we hit our Instagram the hardest.
Hit Instagram?
Yeah.
And that's just at Shady Oaks?
At Shady Oaks Band.
at Shady
Yeah,
Oaks
Shady Oaks
Band.
was taken, so
and you've got, is it ShadyOaksBand.com?
ShadyOaksBand.com is our website where you can
Is
find
a good place
all
to
our
find all the
releases and-
information,
Yep.
some music videos
some
and all
press
that kind of
and
stuff.
that we've got done.
EPK.
Awesome. EPK. Electronic press kit, everybody.
Yep.
Gotta have it. Yeah, did we miss anything? You gotta do, I always love a little recap. We talked about you're going to be putting out a full-length album, but people can look out for singles. At Shady Oaks Band is the social media handle, and then ShadyOaksBand.com as well. You went on tour and you came out recently with Boys Weekend, a live EP that you kind of did over a weekend with the boys. And then, your latest single came out not so long ago, Vices, but you've got a whole bunch of tracks and a full length that came out in 2022. And October 4th, mention this again, October 4th, 2025, Lafayette Music Festival in Lafayette, Colorado. Should be super sweet. A lot of great bands on that bill, and you're playing at Doghouse.
Yep.
Sweet.
The Doghouse venue. So.
Nice.
Gonna get
Amazing.
crazy.
Gonna get
Gonna get
wild.
sweaty. Gonna get shreddy.
Yeah. What's the capacity of that venue?
I think it's around 150.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
So that'll be nice.
It's
yeah.
a pretty decent sized room. It gets really intimate. It's a wonderful place to see shows. It sounds amazing. So.
Super cool.
Yep.
Amazing. Well, awesome. Shady Oaks, thanks for being here today. You got 2 more songs in
We
you,
got
I'm
2 more.
pretty sure.
Yep.
Yeah, what do you got coming up next?
So we're gonna play our staple song. It's called 3 a.m.
3 a.m.
Anthem, Dalton's Anthem.
It's a
Fan favorite.
Yeah, this was like the first song I wrote for Shady Oaks before Shady Oaks was even a thing. It was, again, much slower and cleaner, but now it's what it is.
Awesome.
It's about insomnia, not sleeping.
Yeah.
That's how a lot of this band was formed. So then after that, we're going to play a song called Alone to finish it out, and that's it's going to be a trip. So
Awesome. Well, Shady Oaks, thanks so much for being on Live at Lunch.
Yeah, thank you guys
here
so
with
much
us
for
today.
having us
It's been
again.
a heck of a time in Ginger and Baker Studio with you.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My hands are shaking, my eyes are heavy. Just laying awake, fixing things I cannot change. I see the sign, 'cause it's boiling my blood. My heart is racing, God, why can't I get some sleep? These days are hard, keep going on. As hard as it is, God, why can't I get some sleep? So take one more. God, why can't I get some sleep?
Please don't leave me alone.